How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Half-Life Opposing Force, and in today's episode we're in the ravine that we left on last time. We got a fucking knife now, cool music's playing, hell yeah, life's good. Gonna fucking shank some zombies right in between the fucking ribs. That's how you fucking do it. Between the fucking ribs. Yeah, look, we're back at the crash site. I better honor my fallen friends. You know? By fucking destroying their fucking bodies. When you think about it, like, what the aliens were gonna fucking maybe eat them, so maybe I'm doing them a favor. Maybe these guys were even alive, but then I showed up and I made sure they're not. But then, you know, they were gonna fucking be eaten by aliens. It's kinda like when you have a horse and it, like, breaks a leg and cannot fucking ride anymore, so it's just not worth keeping that horse around. You gotta fucking kill it, even though it's kinda sad. I imagine they don't do that very often nowadays. Perhaps when you have a horse and it gets injured, you just keep it around just because it's kind of inhumane to fucking murder a horse just because it fucking broke its leg. Like, you don't fucking kill a dog because it broke its leg, even though it's gonna wimp. It's gonna kind of like wimp wherever it fucking goes. I was talking about last episode about weapons in this DLC, so you already saw... Actually, did you? I don't think you did. Huh. Dumbass. Fucking saw... No, you didn't. But instead of a revolver, in this DLC there's like a laser sight pistol. It's pretty cool. It's basically the same as the revolver, just not as cool looking. But it has a laser sight. That's kind of nice. And a lot of weapons are kind of reskinned, like the assault rifle with the grenade attachments, a reskin of the other one, works the same. Shotguns are reskin. But there are some new weapons, such as, for example, instead of having a shitty fucking dumbass, motherfucking stupid as hell crossbow, which I really dislike in this series, because why the fuck would you want a crossbow? It shoots bolts. It's the only weapon with a scope for some reason. That's the pistol I was talking about. There's a laser sight on it. I figured you can turn it on later and actually have a laser sight. So for a while I didn't use it. See, I would have fucking murdered the other motherfucker and kept that gun earlier. Shoot up some head crabs with it. And... oh yeah, there's a sniper rifle instead of a fucking crossbow, so that's great. Why would you even want a fucking crossbow in the first place when you can have a sniper rifle? Yeah, I turned off the electricity. That's nice, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool. I was talking about in the finale of my Rondo of Blood video how... I was talking about Count Dracula movie. And one thing I didn't mention that is that Lucy's husband was Quincy Morris, and he was like an American businessman. And he kind of talked like this through the whole movie, and you could have kind of tell that he was actually British, and he was just doing an American impression. You could have even speaking from the side of his mouth. So it wasn't even like he was trying to do that. He was genuinely like speaking from the side of his mouth like that. That was really fucking stupid. See how I fucking shanked the zombie? I mean the alien? Shanked the fuck out of that alien. Fuck that alien. Stupid asshole piece of shit. Fucking hate aliens. Fucking hate most living beings, to be honest. Unanswered call? Fuck you. Not answer any fucking call. It's so fucking cool. E3 2021 games. This is what I meant to talk about in this episode. I already did talk about it, in this episode, except, like I said, I lost the fucking... Turns out I wasn't recording my fucking voice. Kind of found out about that a little too late. Elder Scrolls Online... Did it get on... something? No. Fallout 76 gets a fucking pit expansion. Remember how Fallout 3 had a pit expansion? Now Fallout 76 is getting one. Who the fuck is genuinely playing that anymore? Redfall. Back in a while before this game was shown, people believed that Redfall is what the name of the new Elder Scrolls was gonna be because it takes place in High Rock, which, if I recall correctly, is the origin place of the Red Guards. And the story of Skyrim had the Aldmerian Dominion was it's at odds with the Red Guards. And that's what people thought, that the whole fucking new Elder Scrolls game is gonna be all about the conflict between the Red Guards and the Dominion, but it turns out that it's not gonna be that, and Redfall is actually its own game, which looks like a fucking co-op shooter with superpowers. Kinda looks like a Teen Titans ripoff in a way. Even though Teen Titans not a fucking video game franchise, but the characters heavily reminded me of Teen Titans. Which isn't a bad thing, but I feel like this game is kind of going for this like quirky, kind of like ironic attitude towards everything, where the characters are like, "Wow, great job, asshole," and the guy's like, "Oh, fuck you," huh? With the friends, right? So it's fine. And it's like, cool, I guess, sure. Also, if you think this is the standard pistol because the first weapon I got, there is actually a Glock, which there's a weird glitch with the Glock, where you can reload the Glock even though you have full mag, which at first it made me think that I'm just like never fucking properly reloading it. Look, a smiley face, how nice. And now we have Starfield, had a teaser trailer. Supposedly the trailer was in-engine, right, but it was like a cutscene. And you know what? I've been thinking about it. Bethesda doesn't have a very good reputation recently. 76 sucks. A bunch of other fucking bullshit they done with their publishing thing sucks. There we go, we got a shotgun, nice. And then they were bought by Microsoft, and everybody was like, "Oh my fucking god, but Microsoft has Bethesda." I don't know why the fuck people all of a sudden seem to think Bethesda's like some kind of fucking master. Jesus Christ, my throat. See what fucking lengths I'm going through to fucking record these Let's Plays. Fucking ridiculous, man. I should fucking quit. And everyone's like, "Yeah, you should quit. Haha, fuck you." Man, shut up. And yeah, but I was thinking, if this game, I'll be interested in this game if it fucking comes out and everybody says that it's the best fucking game ever. It's what everyone's gonna compare every single other game that comes out ever since Starfield 2. You know how like sometimes when people talk about shit, it's like, "Oh, it's like Skyrim." This, you know, because it's fucking huge influence and it is a great game, even though some aspects of it aren't that great, but Skyrim itself is pretty great. And if Starfield manages to be that again, then I'll be interested in it. Then I'll be like, "Oh fuck, I guess I gotta buy an Xbox. Here we go. I gotta play Starfield." Because it's an Xbox exclusive. But if it's gonna come out and people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's like Fallout in space," that's not what I want. I want it to be more than just another fucking Bethesda RPG that might or might not have deep lore to it. Which I guess at the beginning it might just have a bunch of lore that's not gonna be answered, because you know, what the fuck are you gonna expand that lore in? I guess it's like upcoming books and whatever the fuck else they might release alongside this game or after it. Capcom, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which is a prequel to Ace Attorney. I'm not really interested in Ace Attorney, but if you are, then that looks really good. Monster Hunter Rise looks really fun, but it's a Nintendo Switch exclusive. I love Monster Hunter World, it was one of my favorite games of this generation. Check out my Let's Play, which I'm quite proud of because that game was really hard. Monster Hunter Stories, which also is a Switch exclusive, and it seems like it's a story-focused Monster Hunter, and it's also a 2, and I didn't even know there was a 1. That's interesting. Resident Evil Village is getting a DLC. And a lot of people were saying that they would love to see a Joe Baker DLC to Resident Evil 7. I mean, Resident Evil 7 had a Joe Baker DLC where Joe Baker basically went around, punched the fuck out of everybody. Which was really funny, how he just completely neglected what the fuck was going on and he just solved everything by punching it. Also, look, I got saved by G-Man. Maybe G-Man's not all that bad. Maybe he's my friend. Oh, he's gone. Ghosted me. What an asshole. And I was thinking, I would like the DLC to Resident Evil 8 that's similar to that, where it's kind of like funnier in tone, but a new character. And I was thinking that I had an idea for what it's gonna be like. What if you had a character, like, you begin a DLC, it's called whatever, I don't care, might not even have a name that's relevant to what the fuck it's about. And like your main character, he's like a new guy, you never saw him in any other game. he like comes out of the bushes into the village, and he's like smoking a blunt, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck happened, man? Where the fuck am I? I was partying with my friends here in Romania, and all of a sudden I'm fucking in some haunted village. What the fuck?" And he finds a gun, and he, you know, he turns out he's like quite confident with it, and he fucking kicks ass, but he's like high all the time. He just like doesn't give a shit. Maybe he's the one who's gonna like hit on Lady Dimitrescu if it's gonna be a prequel. Who knows? Oh, perhaps you could get a story where they show that Lady Dimitrescu is still alive, just so they can bring her back later. Fucking don't interrupt me while I'm getting healed. I love this knife, it's my favorite weapon in the game. Cutting up everybody I fucking see. Just like in real life. Godfall, now we're on the Gearbox games. Godfall, it has a DLC coming up, and it's coming on PS4, because nobody played it on PS5. And also, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is the Borderlands spin-off that's gonna be basically Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, but its own game. And it's also not a sequel to the DLC, it's like a new take on that DLC, I guess. It's a new story, I guess a new campaign. No? And that one's supposed to have melee weapons as like a separate weapon class, so I think maybe they will take lessons that they learned with the melee weapons in Godfall, because Godfall was all about... It was Borderlands with melee weapons, that's how it was described. I really thought I was onto something here, pushing an explosive into acid. I thought I was being clever. I thought I was solving a puzzle that's not even here. Alright, there is a puzzle, I guess. But it's not pushing explosives into acid. Oh, he fucking died. He touched the green goo and he fucking gooed. Poor guy. You know what, fuck him. It's his fucking fault he died. Dumbass. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot. It's fucking so warm right now. I hate this fucking weather. Despise it. Godfall, what did I thought about it? You know what's funny? Godfall reminds me of Knack. When Knack was like one of the release titles for PS4, just to show off how many like polygons can be at once on the screen with PS4, right? And Knack kind of has like this ironic reputation right now when people bring up Knack and they're like, oh yeah, it's the best game ever. Well, you know, you obviously know it's not the best game ever. They're just saying that because it's a joke. Not a very funny one, but still. And I was thinking that if someone like says Knack is the best game ever, and someone's looking at it and it's like, oh, obviously they're joking. Knack is not the best game ever. It's not even that great, even though the sequel was still not that great. But Godfall feels the same, except it feels like it's never gonna reach some kind of ironic fucking following, where people play the game ironically and claim it's good, and then people maybe genuinely find out that it's actually not that bad. Maybe some people, through the irony that they're gonna play it ironically, might actually like it. But Godfall feels like it's not even gonna have a chance at that, because Godfall is so fucking serious. Well, Knack is like a silly fucking game. It's like a fucking platformer and shit. It even got referenced in Rift Apart, which is kind of funny. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, supposed to come out early 2022. Hopefully I'll get it on release date. Unless it's only PS5 and I won't have a PS5 by then, which I hope I will. Not sure how I was meant to go through here. Perhaps I had to jump on that crate and not fuck it up. I love this this hallway here. It reminds me of Star Wars. Looks straight up out of Star Wars, doesn't it? Microsoft Studio, Forza Horizon 5 looks fine. Halo Infinite looks fine. The online proportion of it comes out on itself for free, so that's nice. Microsoft Flight Simulator, whatever. Sea of Thieves is getting a fucking Pirates of the Caribbean expansion, which is pretty cool, because they even got Johnny Depp to reprise his role and everything. Psychonauts 2, coming out I think August 24th. Another game I'm looking forward to. I think this one is coming out on PlayStation 4, so I'm probably gonna get it. And unlike I thought before, it's not an exclusive to Xbox, so that's nice. Even though Double Fine is owned by Microsoft now. onto Nintendo, Hyrule Warriors, who the fuck cares? Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. It looks awesome. If I was more of a Nintendo fan, I would have been so fucking stoked after that fucking presentation. They really did save D3 if you were a Nintendo fan, because they showed a lot of cool shit. And not just that, but they showed a lot of gameplay for a lot of this cool shit. Well, except Zelda 2. I mean Breath of the Wild 2. But it looked fucking awesome. And there was some like little pieces of gameplay in the trailer. But they showed like a time warping mechanic where you can like rewind time. Skyward Sword HD, I think that was for a long time now known about that game. Mario Golf, whatever. Mario Party Superstar. I'm not sure. Is it a new Super Mario? I mean Mario Party game, or is it like a Super Mario Party expansion? Metroid Dread looks fucking awesome. I love Samus's new suit, and if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, this is a new Metroid game and not Metroid Prime. And not what Metroid Prime 5 turned into, so that's great. See you fellas in the next episode, bye.